There are some Orthodox that would say if you came into the Orthodox Church only through chrismation, but you weren't baptized, you're not really Orthodox.
So when people tell me that they were already baptized by the Methodists or by the Baptists or by the Presbyterians, that they are now chrismated in these new calendar modernistic churches, that they're now Orthodox. I say that's impossible. You're not Orthodox. And really, you shouldn't be taking Holy Communion.
And then there's other Orthodox that will say, no, if you came in through just chrismation, you are Orthodox. So they can't agree with amongst each other who's validly baptized and who isn't, and they can't even agree amongst each other who is Orthodox and who isn't, because of those that came in through only chrismation and not through rebaptism, right? So those are just a couple examples of the disunity within Orthodoxy.
So what is going on in this video? Here we have the voice of reason talking about confusion and disagreement in the Orthodox Church. And who does he use to talk about this disagreement and confusion? He uses Brother Nathaniel. Brother Nathaniel does not represent the Orthodox Church. In fact, his own archbishop has distanced himself from him and called his behavior unacceptable. Using Brother Nathaniel as an example of orthodoxy, I believe, is a dishonest tactic, because you can get any crazy outlier from any religion and say, oh look, this is what they teach, and get some crazy priest from Catholicism and say, oh, look at this. Speaking of disunity, you can look at the 24 autonomous churches that are under the Catholic Church's jurisdiction, who practice different traditions and are more in line with Eastern Orthodox than they are with the Catholic Church. For example, they have the Byzantine Church, the Latin Rite Church, each with distinct traditions, and nobody on the Catholic side is calling that disunity. In fact, I think Voice of Reason actually belongs to a Byzantine Rite Catholic church. Having different practices does not mean a church is divided. There is flexibility within the Orthodox Church when it comes to receiving new members and meeting them at their level. In fact, in the Bible, you can see God coming down to people's level to bring them up to what he expects humans to be. Yes, different Orthodox churches welcome people in different ways. Some just baptize while some receive through chrismation. That doesn't mean there's disunity. The church has these canons that the priests follow, and the priests follow them depending on the situation. They meet you where you are. If you come from a denomination which has taught heresy, the priest might think it's safer to rebaptize you just in case, because you never know. Let me wrap this video up just by saying having different practices within the church and flexibility to meet a person where they're at does not mean disunity or confusion. And this kind of talk between the Roman Catholic Church and the Orthodox Church is just creating unnecessary conflict. Instead of addressing this stuff that we don't understand, we should be reaching out to communicate with each other and try to form unity with each other, because remember, this is Christianity. We're here against the world. We're not here to fight each other. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was creating denominations and forcing us apart, when we should be bringing each other together. If you like my video, please subscribe. If not, subscribe anyways, please.